There's actually one more I totally forgot about here, but this has been more. This argument's just been popularized very recently because of the genetically modified skeptic view about the Puddle argument. Basically, he just calls Frank Turek a liar, and it's kind of goes a little far
Oh, the
there.
Puddle argument.
Yeah. So, how do you respond to the Puddle argument?
That's just entirely missing the point of the fine-tuning argument. So the problem is they would say, like, the Puddle just perfectly fits in there. Well, it's not so much the fact that something fits with what it's in, it's the quality of what is in there. Excuse me. So a puddle is not something that's complex as like intelligent life. So this is a bad argument because it doesn't just simply compare in terms of quality. There's nothing more insane about this universe than life itself, and let alone intelligent life, which is just beyond belief that can happen. How did that happen? Well, the fine-tuning argument kind of explains there's this astronomically crazy parameters that got life to where it is, and these parameters need to be there for life to even exist. That's insane because life is so complicated, so intricate, so interesting. It just seems so odd that just lines up perfectly. When it comes to a puddle, there's nothing really interesting about a puddle or the shape of a puddle. It doesn't stand out as unique. There's nothing about the quality of it. And we see puddles forming all the time. There's billions upon billions of puddles that are formed on this planet. Okay, so it's like, so what? It doesn't really make the puddle itself unique. And so it just is another way to, I think it was John Leslie who gave you the fire squad analogy. And this is just simply a way to respond to that. It's like if the fine-tuning argument is more comparable to the firing squad analogy, not the puddle analogy. The puddle analogy doesn't really capture the fine-tuning argument. And the firing squad analogy is like, if you are lined up and a bunch of expert marksmen are all lined to shoot you and they all miss, it'd be absurd for you to say, well, of course they missed. I'm still here. I mean, I wouldn't be here if they didn't miss. You're missing the entire point of what just happened. The odds of that actually happening are astronomically rare. There must have been some sort of design in that. That's far more likely than them just all just missing by accident. And so when people bring up the puddle analogy, it just shows they don't understand the fine-tuning argument.